Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. It has been a while, and today I got Kyle and Josh with us, and today we're going to talk more about Josh's new car. So we'll see how that works. All right, you guys,
Yep.
say hello.
Yo, what's
Hola.
up?
So Josh just
Welcome
got
back to the vlog. Sorry.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. Anyway, so Josh just got a
Oh, shit.
944. Oh,
924S.
924S. So actually, I haven't heard much about it. So how's it been since I only really talked to you about it since you first got
Been
it?
a while, yeah. Um, it's been a great car so far. It is in storage right now, sadly. Um, but so far, I've done a lot of interior repair. Not to say that it was in bad condition before, but it had a bunch of like minor issues here and there, some electrical problems, some obviously burnt out bulbs. It's a 40-year-old car, no shit. Um, and there were some cracked parts like within the interior and stuff like that that I fixed and all that. I'm right now I'm actually redoing the whole brake system. I'm also uh, fixing some of the brake lines and stuff like that. But other than that, the car's been shockingly reliable, and actually it's surprisingly good gas mileage for a mid 80s sports car. It's like 27 miles to the gallon, which is pretty good.
And
Um,
those cars are pretty heavy, aren't they?
no, they're actually not. It weighs like 2,800 pounds, I think. It might be a little less.
Wow,
But it's about as light as a Miata.
that's crazy because it is bigger than Miata by a lot. Because
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean compared to it. So what was wrong with the brake lines? They rusted or something?
No, it was just the flares at the ends were just a little. They were like they probably just got like rusted out and then eventually found a way to seep through. So I just had to I just cut some new ones and put them in. It wasn't a big deal. And then the calipers themselves were seized up completely. So I'm currently in the process of rebuilding all four of them. And while I'm doing that, I'm also gonna paint them, like repaint them.
I was about to
Um,
say.
yeah, because it's like I'm ripping it all apart. Why not? You know?
I recommend some of that. I'll give you the brand, but there's a paint that I use on my truck, and that stuff sticks forever. And I mean, I put my truck through hell, as you know, so
Yeah.
it does not come off. And they
Oh,
also, if you want, they have a almost like they have gloss, high gloss, like glitter type stuff. I don't know why you would need that, but it's and matte. So they got everything you need color wise. I mean, they're not that expensive, but it takes a lot to really find a right paint that actually works for you because you could try all these other brands and it just doesn't work, especially when you're putting it on a caliper that is being used all the time and close to the ground. It's gonna get all that grime on it. So I thought about doing my challengers, but they were already painted black, and I think the last owner did it. And whatever
uh,
paint they used, it didn't work well. So I'm gonna have to do it again, and I really don't want to. But I do have a sticky caliper also, so I'm gonna have to fix that. I can smell it sometimes in the summer.
oh yeah.
Dude, it smells so bad.
Yeah. Um, I'm using caliper paint. It's specifically for calipers. Um, and so far it's looking great.
Good.
I'm not done just yet, but yeah, it's coming together all really nicely. I also rebuilt all the wheel bearings too. Uh, s- Once again, I'm already taking off the whole caliper and rotors and all that, so I might as well, you
How do
know.
you figure this stuff out? Just freaking YouTube it?
No, I'm actually going to school right now to become a master mechanic for GM.
Nice. Nice. GM?
Awesome,
Yeah,
man.
That's crazy.
yeah. So.
Great company right
No,
there.
no YouTube, just straight school.
Yeah, I do. Thing is that I actually thought I was going to be in the mechanic side, and you be on the more like what I do, because I do
Yeah,
industrial with robots and stuff like that. I work with that more,
yeah, yeah,
but you really don't want to like work with your hobby. You know what I mean? That kind of like ruins it for you,
yeah. That is true.
especially with cars.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna ruin it, honestly.
I don't
But
see how
we'll.
you would, you know what I mean? As long as you just take care of it.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, like I have a buddy who had a Corvette, and he loved cars in high school.
Yeah.
Well, he ended up being a mechanic for a dealership, and he said, "Well, now that I do it every day, I really don't want to do it on my own car." I mean, he had a leaking fuel line that literally would have taken me 20 minutes just to go under the car and fix it.
Yeah.
And he just didn't want, he sold the car because he just said he was tired of working on it. Now, Corvettes, he had a 92, and I don't know if you know what that is or what they had in them, but they had something called the OptiSpark. You know what that is?
No, I don't.
It has something to do with the ignition, which I don't know exactly what it does myself, but
Oh.
it's a two-port injection, so it's not fuel injection, it's two-port. So it's a pain in the ass basically. And the OptiSpark is super easy to corrode. Where like when the cars were mass produced, which actually my company made them, they made their fuel tank,
Oh.
which is kind of funny. But anyway, the I lost what I was thinking about. Oh, the OptiSpark. A lot of people couldn't drive them in the rain because if the OptiSpark got wet just from having that little bit of water on it, it would corrode it, and it literally was just that.
Oh wow.
And it was shocking because he went through two of them, and I said, "Dude, just don't drive it in the rain." I mean, the OptiSpark is expensive as it is, and you already put two in on like a 30-year-old car, 40-year-old car. So it's like,
Yeah, you got to do your due diligence when you go and buy older cars. Because there's a lot of them out there where it's like they weren't really great cars when they first came out, and they're especially not great cars after 30 years of just being around and existing. Um, so yeah, you do have to pay attention to stuff like that.
I just think it's crazy like that. It's like you could have a really great car and then the same company comes out the next year. It looks the same, but it's absolute shit. I mean, take example of the Rams. They're the same truck,
Okay.
but a Gen 3 doesn't have the same problems as a Gen 4, but they're the same engine. You know what I mean? A Gen 4 will blow like will eat its cams up, have a lifter tick. It will, stuff like that. And
Yeah,
even
yeah.
they're the same engine, different generation. Where the
Oh,
third gens, actually the fourth and the third gens, they do blow. They have the same problems. So technically, they did it in some companies. They just don't fix what the problem is in between. Because now that you have a lifter tick issue with the fourth generations, and then you have the headers bolt cracking on both generations, you would think it would fix one.
yeah. Um, it mostly, I feel like it mostly comes down to manufacturing processes and like what they're actually capable of within that period of time frame from year to year. Um, but you never know because sometimes it really is simple fixes, where it's like, why the fuck have we not like figured out a way to fix this yet? And it's just, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's. I just. It's just there's just some basic fix. I mean, like, for example, there's newer cars, trucks that I'm not gonna name a specific brand, but like a truck. My dad's new truck has a
Yeah.
fuel tank issue, a fuel gauge issue. It's a quarter of a
Brand new,
tank, brand new. It's a quarter of a tank
less than what
off.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a quarter of a tank less than what it's supposed to
So if
be.
he's at a full, if it says he's at a full tank, he's actually at three-quarters of a tank.
Oh, that's
If
so
he's at half
weird.
a tank, he's at a quarter of a tank.
And
Brand fucking new.
yeah, brand new, like right off the
And
line.
less than 15,000 miles on it. He's had that
Is
problem
it
since he bought it.
is it a mechanical resistor fuel sender? Is that how it works?
No,
Or
it's
is it
actually using a float, a regular module with a float.
uh
And the
Because
dealer says there's no fix for it.
yeah, so the
huh?
dealer says that there's no fix for it. The company who made it says there's no fix for it. And the problem is I thought it was a fuel tank. Well, we make that fuel tank for that car, in a
Yeah.
different plant, not the one I work in, but we make a different one. We make another that tank and the
Yeah.
modules for it. But it's actually not the fuel tank. What the problem is it's the programming in between. So why can't you figure out? You have all these years of cars, okay? All these years of trucks. You have well 24, 20, 23 and below, and all their fuel gauges work. Why 25? What is wrong with the code? Because in theory, why would you change the fuel tank? I mean, you could change the fuel tank and the module, but still run the same programming from the
Look,
gauges.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
But yeah,
Exactly.
it literally
Simple
comes
as
down
that.
to that.
Do they I feel like American manufacturers need to learn from their Japanese counterparts. Because Toyota, Mazda, and Honda are kicking it right now. Like
Oh,
they're doing
Still will
so
never
well.
own one, but you know.
the other thing is that these cars, they're smaller engines, but they're making the same amount of horsepower as our cars do with the big engines.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's like, now it's a debate on what's going to be better fuel mileage. I mean, these cars are lighter, making more horsepower. I mean, I'll tell you what, a Honda Accord 4-cylinder with a turbo will beat my Challenger with the V8
Yeah.
just because of the, I mean, and they're like, "Oh, it's all because of weight." I'm like, "Yeah, it does have less horsepower, but that Honda does make around 350 horsepower. I
Yeah.
make 475, or no, I make 375, my bad." And these are stock numbers without modifications, nothing. This is just bone stock off the line. So it's like I have a V8, a bigger engine, and a car built for the track, basically, getting
Yeah.
beat by a Honda Accord because it's lighter, more fuel efficient, and it's freaking faster because of how light it is. And that's what I don't understand is that our cars, especially American companies, our cars are heavy. I mean heavy. I think our lightest car is the Corvette.
I mean, American automakers, they've always been like overly obsessed with cylinder, like high cylinder engines. I never understood the hype. Me personally, I'm more of an inline four guy. Um, but I feel like that's just our biggest problem is we focused too hard on, this is we have a new V8 or whatever the fuck and like a V10 or God knows what, and it's like, why can't we just make more power efficient cars? Because you can push like six-cylinder engines to be pretty damn powerful. You don't need more cylinders, really.
Sounds better.
Yeah, it all comes down to
Much
sound.
better.
It,
It
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 literally.
all comes it all comes down to weight distribution, the actual wheelbase, whether or not it has forced induction and other other stuff,
Yeah.
like valve count intakes, that kind of shit. I just feel like having more combustion chambers doesn't really do you much. It also makes your engine block far larger and far heavier, which furthermore adds to a heavier car.
Yes, I get what you're saying, but also you gotta remember is that V8s you can't take a four cylinder, cam it, and make it sound like a V8, and that's what we're.
Will sound like a V8 outside of a V8.
Yeah, you
It's
can, you know.
physically not possible to make
The
a
other
car sound
thing
that
is
good.
that at idle you
Yeah.
can. I mean, honestly, at idle I can barely tell the difference between a V10 and a V6. So it's like that V8 and even a V12 and a V10. I still can't tell the difference unless they're under load. So I mean, that's why they say that the V8 has the best idle because
Because
of
you can
the.
tell them apart.
Yeah, and it's the way it's distributed, and it just sounds so much better than a Droney four cylinder. But if you are saying, I do agree with you. If you are saying for practicality, by like say just regular, like if you're not a car guy, you don't really care to have your car loud. You know what I mean? So sound doesn't really matter at that point. Because
Yeah.
It honestly comes down to fuel efficiency too. I mean, you take an inline four turbo, you're getting, let's say, for example, the Chevy Blazer, 560, 580 miles per gallon. You take a V8, put in that same car, you're probably getting
I'll tell you what,
350.
my Challenger's lighter than my Challenger is lighter than my dad's truck by lots. My car gets worse gas mileage than my dad's truck because
Well,
I
yeah, because he's got a standard V6 in it.
because I got two
Yeah.
cylinders, two extra cylinders. But then
He
you
does
gotta
have an
get
e-stick
it,
in it though, but
and
it's
then
only for pulling.
how they do make the power in a V6 like they do. That's a whole different ballgame because now you're getting into dual overhead cams instead of a single pushrod cam and stuff like that. But you also can't do what you can do. Like a V8 is so unique because you cannot cam a V8. You cannot. I mean, let me rephrase that. You cannot cam a four cylinder inline six. You can cam a six cylinder, but it won't sound like it's good. It almost sounds like a pig is oinking. It's kind of stupid, but like
Kind
you
of a shitty comparison, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, if I show you, I'll show you a video after, and it's literally like sounds like a pig.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
I mean,
So
okay. Hear me out though. Hear me out. At the end of the day, a rotary engine is the best sounding engine by far. So that's just my opinion. But hey,
hey, I'm gonna stick with the fact that my V8 is the best sounding engine.
that's that's fine by me.
Pure,
But
a
hey,
pure V8 will always sound better than any type of engine that could possibly come out on the planet, and that's fact.
yeah, I mean, it's just a V8
It's
just
it's
is.
it's fact. Like,
Then, you Josh, you get into the Mustangs. The Mustangs have the dual overhead cams in the V8.
oh, a 5
Yeah.
oh sounds so clean.
Oh
Now
yeah.
that does sound, but then again, you have the same setup in the V6. The same setup, the dual overhead cam on the 5.0 and the 3.6 liter, right?
You can make a 3.6 sound good.
You can. You can.
Oh,
You
yeah.
really can. But it takes a lot more work than it does with. You cannot just buy a 3.6 exhaust system, stick it on there. It just doesn't work like that. It doesn't
It
sound
does
good. You
not
almost
sound
gotta
good.
like customize your pipe, your sizing, all that, because it all
What was it
takes.
you did?
Huh?
What was it you did to yours?
When
Your
I
old
had my
Challenger?
when I had my Challenger V6, I took a I kept the mid mufflers, the stock mid, stock cats. I took a bigger pipe off of the mids, went all the way out to the tail pipe, and went even bigger. So, for example, if I had a 3-inch pipe, I would do 3 1/4 to a 4.5 out, and that would almost give you that like rumble type because it's echoing off of the pipe now.
Yeah.
It gets rid of a drone. It's what it does. The drone is, and that's what happens
The drone,
when.
the drone on the 3.6 and the SXTs is not good.
No, it's terrible. I mean, it's terrible droning. So my Challenger in eighth gear, you can barely tell it's loud. I mean, my Challenger straight piped, and if when it's in eighth gear, you can barely tell it even has an exhaust on it. With the 3.6 in eighth gear, yeah, you can't even hear your music. So it all depends on drone. Like my buddy has a BMW, Gavin. He has a 335i, I believe, right now. He just straight piped that. That thing actually sounds really, really good. But on the inside, it has a nasty drone. But from the outside, his turbos make it sound like a jet engine when he's driving.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it's cool the way he has it set up.
that's nice.
So, I mean, like, when it comes to down to it, it's all on preference, too. But if you're coming to practicality, yeah, Mazda, Honda, all those companies, they definitely outweigh all of our American cars because they're just
They're built
lighter.
off of fuel efficiency.
Yeah, they're fuel efficient, they're lighter, and they get more horsepower. It's just as simple as that.
They, well, not that they don't necessarily get more horsepower. I was meaning like they get more horsepower to weight ratio, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
more
I guess.
horsepower per pound, definitely
Yeah.
a good look at it. Because they're just much lighter engines overall.
Oh yeah.
The other thing
And I
is
mean,
that you can't just stick a V8 into a Honda Accord or something because your weight ratio, your center of gravity will be totally different.
oh yeah.
I mean, think about the engine you're pulling out. It's a single turbo four cylinder. Put a big, I mean, that's like 300 pounds to 700 pounds.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
It's it, it's quite the difference. I mean, like body to power, body weight to power ratio, it matters like a ton in things like, track racing and things like that. Because it's like, um, I don't know, let's say a ND Miata, okay? They're not very powerful vehicles. They're only like 200 horsepower. They're pretty damn small. They're on par with like the GR86, but they could run circles around a Mustang or a Camaro or a Dodge Challenger on the track because they're so light and nimble that honestly it doesn't even matter. They don't
no,
have to slow down nearly as much in the corners and stuff like that.
it really doesn't because, like, yeah, I get what you're saying, and especially with those cars, is that they're just light and they're easy to drift. I mean, you can basically drift them where you can barely get a Challenger or a muscle car to do a donut. But take it to a straight line. I mean, like I said, Challenger is the fastest production car in the quarter mile.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like nothing comes close to it.
Yeah. It all just depends on the what the situation is.
Yeah, now I will say that they did a really good job with the newer Corvettes. I mean, they have a really good track.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
That
you've
is
ever,
zero.
I don't know if you guys have driven a C8, but my buddy took me for a ride in one of his, and that thing corners like a. I mean, it's a big V8 6.2 liter supercharged, but that thing corners like it's a. I,
Crazy to think they're going away from the 6.2 as well.
yeah, I mean,
They're going up to a 6.6 or 6.7.
and that's like crazy because I've never seen. I think that's the first one that's gonna
That's
go
gonna be
that
a
high.
big
I
engine.
mean, the only other engine I really know of that's a 6.7 is the Power Stroke, and that's a piece of shit. And that's a diesel, I think.
Yeah, they're getting
Yeah.
rid of the 5.3 as well for the Camaro. Well, the Camaro's discontinued, but like other production cars, like their Chevrolet, their other trucks, like their stock Silverados, it's
Yeah.
going from a 5.3 to a 5.7, which is kind of a crazy jump if you think about it. I mean,
Well,
I don't think we've ever seen a 5.7 within a Silverado. And if they ever bring back the Camaro, it's going to be same boat. They're going to throw that 5.7 in there instead of that 5.3. I'm most likely.
now here's the other thing you gotta take in consideration is like people are saying like Well, they're gonna put 5.7 in GM cars. It's gonna be better than the 5.7 Hemi. And I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Nothing
What are
will
you
be better
talking
than that
about?
5.7.
Put the two in the same car. Put the 5.7, put the 5.7 Hemi in a Challenger. Both of them in a Challenger. Do bone stock. I mean, obviously, you know what I mean. Just the only thing that's
That
different.
would be that would be a biased experiment though, because the
Yeah.
5.7 Hemi is designed for the Challenger rather than the 5.7.
Okay, so then we would have to change the car. But for example, put it in the same car. Same car, same body. Build it the exact same, just with the different ones. I'm telling you, the Hemi will beat it. But,
Most likely.
but, the Hemi will run out of gas faster. The,
Oh, the Hemi runs through gas, dude.
the Hemi
Yeah,
is a heavy
it burns
drinker. I'll
it.
tell you that right now.
That boy's an
Yeah.
alcoholic.
So, the 5.7s, they're great. They're great, but the other thing is that the regular 5.7s don't have the lifter issues that the Hemis do, because the Hemi is what causes the lifter issue. And then especially like you're not supposed to let a 5.7 Hemi idle more than 20 minutes at a time, because it can't lube itself unless it's moving. And that's what causes the
Yeah,
lifter tick.
Those lifters are a pain in the ass to replace, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? My Challenger has a lifter tick.
Oh,
Well, don't
really?
make me. I'm not changing them for him.
No,
I did
I
them on
think
your
I'm
truck,
gonna
bro.
put. I'm thinking about putting a stage 2 cam on it next
Go
year.
for it.
Well, we still have a roadster to finish too, so it's like, really, this has to happen now.
Yeah, that shit's not. That's not gonna get done for a while, Brendan.
Well, the thing is
Yeah.
that actually we're gonna try to work on it in a couple weeks here. Or I just got to get that.
You guys got sent on the engine.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what we're waiting on is finishing tearing apart the engines, getting it sent out to get changed. So after that, we just gotta put it back together.
Wait, where are you sending it out to?
A
And what
machine
for?
I
shop
get it
because
cleaned out.
we're gonna get new cam bearings and we're gonna get it primed or whatever. So we're gonna
Just gotta
paint
get
it.
all cleaned out and
Yeah,
repainted, and
Uh,
we're gonna
I think the
take it.
quote. I don't know what the quote was, like $400,
four hundred dollars
$300.
for him to clean it and all that. We're gonna paint it at
400.
home. We're gonna do red, I believe.
$400 is not bad.
No, it's
It's
really
like
not.
$400 to $800 it
The
was,
only
I think.
catch, the only really catch it is that we gotta bring them the engine.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that'll be fun. It's a good thing we still have the hoist though.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, the car hasn't moved since the last video we made on it.
Probably won't for a while.
Yeah, it happens.
We really need to just put that thing, like, we just gotta spend a week. I mean, we could have that thing built in the weekend once it comes back. Because
A
there's no
week or a weekend?
a weekend. There's no electronics.
I don't know about that. We could
No,
probably get it done in a week.
no, I'm serious. There's
Yeah,
you gotta remember,
At the
there's
rate we move, dude,
bro. Take
we're
a
not getting
week.
that done in a
Take a
weekend.
weekend. Dedicate it to fixing that car. You wake up, you fix it. After dinner, you finish it. By the time, I mean, I think we could have that engine built in a weekend. Put it in on Monday. And be done. It would be on the road because literally, it's ignition. It's ignition, gauges, and that's it. And put the transmission. Oh, connect the drive shaft. But other than that, it's ready to go because once the engine's in and all the fuel lines are connected, it's literally because there's no electronics, there's no programming, which is so nice. But it also sucks it's a carburetor because, well, you know how
oh, it's
carburetors are.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
is your
they
Porsche
do go.
carbureted or fuel injected?
No, it's fuel injected.
Is it two port or regular fuel injection?
It's
Probably
a
regular.
regular.
Okay.
Wasn't the carburetor we have shot too? Don't we gotta get a new one?
No, I rebuilt the Holly.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, so I mean we have a
'Cause I
working.
remember when we first got that thing was fucked up.
Well, yeah. So I rebuilt the Holly, and what we did is, I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna re-weld those headers, weld their holes shut, paint them black, and we're just gonna reuse them.
The hole shut?
The header,
There's hole.
and there's a hole in the header right where the weld is because it rotted.
Oh,
So I'm gonna weld the hole shut in the header so it don't leak
uh,
anymore.
yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do about that. But I'm not kidding you. It's $900 just for one of those rear tires.
Damn.
Some big boys.
I know we
Uh,
got brand new fronts, but our rears are just terrible, terrible, terrible. They're cracking so bad.
Both sets are very old.
yeah. Honestly, I'd leave them as is until the car's done, because
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah,
It'd
that's
be
what
kind of
we're
a
gonna
waste to let
do.
them sit there.
yeah.
We actually have two titles for that car now.
Two. Oh,
Michigan and an Indiana one.
Yeah.
huh. That's cool.
But also, we're at the ownership war. We don't know. We're still fighting over ownership, and that's why we're not touching it.
Oh,
Also,
God, we sound like a damn company, dude.
I know we
yeah.
do, but honestly, that's how it's been. I mean, like I said, I've refused to touch it unless I own it, or at least part of it.
Damn.
Because why would I dump all this cash into it if I'm not taking it when I leave?
Oh yeah. No, that's. Yeah, I agree.
So, and the other thing that sucks is that we gotta change it to an automatic, which I really wanted it to stay stick, but obviously you saw how the pedals were when you were over here.
It's very, very hard to drive that thing and stick just because of how compact it is.
I tried.
Oh.
I tried, and I freaking hit the brake
We
and the
saw it
clutch at the
going around
same
the block.
time. I hit the clutch and the brake at the same time, stalled it at the end of Homestead.
Oh, geez.
So
Man, that's rough.
then Micah had to push me to start it again. So, well, yeah. So, anyway, I'm glad your Porsche is doing well.
Yeah, it's going good. Um, my dad wanted the speakers to be replaced for whatever reason.
I would
Um,
keep them original.
As long as it's his money, I mean,
I mean, yeah, it's technically
speakers
my dad's car, so really care.
speakers don't really have to be vintage. It doesn't really
Yeah, they
matter.
don't have to be. Um,
Is the whole
plus the
car
stack
OEM
length.
right now?
Yeah, yeah, it's OEM as fuck. Yeah.
You could get it OEM certified, but if you change the speakers, you can't do that.
Well, they're like they're from the same brand. It's just like it's a newer rendition of them. Cause
Well, my guy a guy I work with has an '85 Dodge Ram, and
yeah.
his is bone stock, and he went to get his certified, and he had an off-brand uh, radiator hose, and it failed. It wasn't considered OEM.
That's funny.
So that's why I say if you want to get OEM certified, you gotta watch.
Yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I don't really care because it is OEM. I already know that, so I don't really need a certification to prove it.
Too bad our car is an OEM.
It's a kit car from the 80s.
It's not even like whole thing didn't even start OEM.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I can't. I want to get that car done because we could get some fire things done at the cruise next year with both cars.
At the
Dude, taking
Woodward
that up to
Cruise?
the cruise is crazy work.
Bro, what do you mean? I'll
You'd
just
have to
hook it up to
trailer
the
it.
tow bar.
The tow bar.
Yeah, I guess we could just take my truck.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want your truck hauling that shit. Take my
why?
truck. You don't know when your truck's gonna snap,
I re-welded it
especially
again the other day.
especially with how bad those um bumps are up once you hit I-95 northbound across the border.
Kyle, the car weighs 1,500 pounds. It ain't gonna do anything. If it
I
can
also
haul,
don't want to sit in your look. I also don't want to sit in your truck that long, so we'll take my truck so I can drive.
Wait, what truck do you have, Kyle?
I'm probably gonna get us over out in the summer.
Oh, sweet.
he's probably gonna get one of those stupid 5.3s.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get one of those stupid 5.3s. I ain't buying a 6.2. 6.2s
Yeah,
have
don't.
engine failures right now.
Yeah, don't get the 6.2, dude.
The 6.2's in shambles, 4 miles and they're breaking.
Yeah.
The entire shaft is cracking down the middle.
Hey, is GM still dropping trannies?
Yeah,
Are we?
not as bad.
No, not as bad.
They
Right now
destroy
they
the
have.
crankshafts on the 6.2s though.
Oh yeah.
Right now they put up a bulletin for all of their 2021 to 2024 GMC Yukons, and I think there's GMC Sierras as well for a failing automatic transmission valve. Um, so that's happening right now. But
Have you heard about Ford's like on the highest recall rate right now?
oh yeah, it's bad, and they're not even doing anything about the recalls either.
And that's
Nope.
crazy because I thought Ram was bad, but Ram's nothing compared to what Ford's been lately. Like I don't know what
Well,
they did.
you gotta look though, like Rams recalls are significantly less important compared to
Yeah,
Fords.
I mean Ford's
Like
having
all the Rams are minor issues, and the Fords having all these
Yeah.
big problems that it's just the reason why they don't want to do anything right now is because they don't want to dump a bunch of money into it,
and the
and they
other
know
thing
they have to pay
is
that money.
that they're slapped together. I mean
And
every
I
car is now.
feel like
2020 plus, every car is just slapped together.
oh yeah.
Like my
So
manager at work, he refused to buy a 2020 to 2024 model just because of how cheaply they're made because of COVID. So he bought a 2020. 2021 and 2024 he refused to buy because 2020 came out in 2019 pre-COVID. He got a 2020 um Silverado. It's I forget the name of it. It's one of the higher off-road packages. But he got
Trail
this shit.
Boss.
Trail Boss, yes, thank you. For
yeah.
some reason I was thinking of Bighorn, which is Ram. But he got this shit had like 30,000 to 40,000 miles on it. High package. You got it for like 40 grand.
Oh wow.
That's kind of
So
wild.
he got a hell of a deal on it.
Josh,
And
did
I'm
you
pretty sure I think he has a 6.2 in it, but it's pre 6.2 problems.
Josh,
Yeah.
did you know that my truck's a TRX off road?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's a TRX off road, which
Oh
is
wow.
actually shocking because when on the title and on the registration it literally says Dodge Ram TRX, which is kind of
Really?
crazy. Yeah, because it's crazy. But I mean, obviously it's not the TRXs we're used to. I mean, it's just the off road version. My truck has it's higher suspension, has bags, more torque, stuff like that. Different gear ratio. But I mean, compared to the
Yeah, yeah.
TRXs now, I mean, like, can
Have
you
you
think
guys
about it? Back then, they were worried about the SRT10. Remember
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And I thought about it trading when I traded in my Challenger. I thought about getting an SRT10 Ram, but my dad said he would kill me.
You're thinking about it now too.
I know. I'm thinking about it now, trading both my cars in and getting one.
Damn.
Could you imagine just driving around in a V10 Ram with a Viper?
One hell of gas guzzler.
It actually gets better than the Hemi.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're
Oh
lighter.
wow.
True.
Dang. Okay.
Air lighter blocks, yeah.
They tow less too.
Have you guys heard anything about the Ram RHOs, the Rose, however you say it?
No, I've actually haven't heard
No.
it yet.
Well,
No.
they're released, so
What are they? Just another trim?
Huh.
I think it's just a higher trim of the what was it, the Rebel?
I think Rebels are cool.
I think it's supposed to be a higher trim of the Rebel, but it's supposed to be wider. And the only reason why I know about them is because my work can't take them because of how wide they are.
Isn't the Rebel supposed to be wide enough? I mean, like, come on, dude, that's a wide ass truck. I mean, my truck looks like
Rebel's the
a
biggest. The Rebel's the biggest size Ram we can take.
literally my freaking truck looks like a twig compared to the Rebel. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild. And my truck has a longer bed. That's another thing. 5.5 foot beds. Like, stupid idea. I'd rather have less interior space with a 6.5 foot bed. Or just make it a 6.5 foot bed.
Well,
I mean, you make a crew cab with an 8 foot bed. They're long as shit. And I bet you.
Yeah.
I, yeah, right? So put a crew cab and a or a full cab with a 6.5 foot bed, it will still be shorter than a full cab with a 8.5 foot bed. So I don't know why they never did that, but honestly, I would always take a 6.5 foot bed over the new stuff. But even though they don't even make a 6.5 foot bed much anymore, unless it's in a higher trim like the 2500s and stuff like that, which you really don't want to get with GM with the 6.2 stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, that row sounds pretty fucking good for a twin turbo V6.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Look it up on their website.
here Cummins
I see a lot.
Cummins went to a 6 cylinder diesel.
Wait, really?
Really?
I thought they made V10s, but I think they switched over to only 6 cylinders.
Huh.
Now don't quote me on that. I could be wrong still, but the last time I checked, their new trucks are coming out with 6 cylinder turbo diesels.
I mean, I'm not really surprised.
But then again, it's like they're still as heavy as the V10s. So what are
But
they putting?
are they producing the same amount of like horsepower and torque?
I don't know. Like I said, I just heard about it. I didn't even look it up in the specifics.
Yeah, because there might be some like genuinely scientific reason behind that.
You also don't want to talk about. Let's talk about, which I don't really want to get into, but I just want to say is that GM may be having these problems, but nothing's worse than the Triton.
The what?
The Triton by the V8 Triton and the V10 Tritons, dude, those things blew up faster than. That was an F-150. You know, I remember when you wanted one, when you were a kid. I'm gonna get a Ford F-150. Now you're over here driving a Porsche.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny how my whole idea of what my dream vehicle was is just
You
completely
know,
flipped on.
it's also crazy because I never
I
thought I
found
would.
this hilarious. On their website, it says the 5.4-liter Triton is known for its durability.
That's crazy, bro.
No
It
fucking
literally says
way.
it on Ford's website. I'm looking right now.
So, anyway, well, here's the thing. I never thought I would own a Challenger, but I did. I never thought I would like it until I did. Now I'm thinking about, see, I almost got, also when I traded in my Challenger, I almost got 180 SX. Or, no, 240 SX, my bad, by Nissan. Because I wanted to start drifting.
Nowhere to drift around here, but
Yeah, but, drifting, stuff like that. But, I,
nowhere.
obviously I didn't do it. But yeah, I love the Challenger, and even though it's not the fastest thing in the world, I still think it's one of the coolest looking cars ever made. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you got that square body. I mean, come on, when do you see a square body sports car anymore besides the Challenger? So, actually, the new Chargers they don't look bad. I don't think they look terrible, but
No, it's the fact that they made them electric
now
originally.
they're making them a Hurricane engine, the twin turbo inline six. You know,
Actually, it's called the six pack.
I'm sorry, the six pack, but I kind of,
The six
I
pack.
almost had a feel
I kind
for
of
it.
like the name.
I saw a purple one. Man, I kind of like, I was thinking about it. But obviously, I ended up with the Challenger because the six pack didn't come out at the time.
You know what I want?
God, what else could you want? You have a Porsche.
That is true. But I want a Miata.
Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Hey, my
Yeah.
buddy's girlfriend has one, and it's actually a really fun car. It's convertible, dude. That car is fun. It's slow, but dude,
Uh,
holy crap! You get in there, dude. You feel it's so small.
Oh yeah. Is it what year is it?
It's an MX-8. It's a 10,
An
2010. So it doesn't have the pop-up
X.
headlights,
Uh
but it
yeah.
still has the same engine.
Yeah, yeah. That's so cool. I want one so bad, but my dad says no because we don't have space in our driveway. It's like, bro, I can park it in the street. It's so small.
Bro, you have a Porsche.
It's not my car though. It's my
Yeah,
dad's.
I guess you're
So,
right.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, I want to. I guess my next car I would really, really, really love to have is an R35 GTR.
Or damn. Don't those go for like a lot?
Yes,
I
but
know
you
the
can.
R34s go
150K.
for more,
Yeah, you
but
could get a 2009 for around 79,000 around there,
jeez.
or I could buy a wrecked one for like
I
30K.
would not do that.
Rebuild project.
I'll buy two. Hey, I could buy two wrecked ones and rebuild one of the wrecked ones for cheaper than it is to buy a new one. So, yeah, that's that's a project for when I'm rich.
My my dream car is an RX-7 FD, but that's obviously long down the future because six rotary engines are so expensive.
It's not even the money at that point, bro. It's finding one.
Well, no, I would build it, honestly. I
Oh,
would build it.
My dream car is a 01 C7.
you're basic.
Gotta be reasonable, man.
Hey, I was like that with
Well
my. Hey,
within
I
reason.
was like that with my Challenger. But once you get that car, there's gonna be another one. I wanted a muscle car, a sports car. I got it. It was fun. It's fun. Now I want a hyper car. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I still look. If I had to go with a supercar, I still want that Lamborghini Gallardo
dude, the
LP400, baby.
Gallardo has the best sound. You
I
cannot
want the
mimic.
convertible. Give me that Gallardo convertible from 2012, baby.
Thing is that the
Nothing will change
thing,
my mind.
thing is that they're like down to 100K, 90K. I mean, they sell for like 90, 80,000, 100K. So they're not at their $250 price tag when they first came out.
I mean, no car was $250 when they released.
Or you know what I mean.
Man, I wish.
You can get them used with 14,000 miles for $136,000.
Oh, they went up again.
That's for a 2014 model.
All right, well, I guess that wraps it up for today. We ran out of time. So I appreciate you guys coming in and joining me on this.
Time, man.
Hope you guys had a good time.
Yeah,
Just,
that was fun.
you know, just chilling out.
Found it. 160 grand.
Nice.
Too broke.
What?
So I'm too broke.
Yeah, we're all too broke. We still live with mommy.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys in the next episode. And you guys gonna come back for the next one? Wow. That answers that.
Sure.
It might just be me next time. So next podcast we'll do an update on what we're gonna do. More about focus on like camera work and actually getting some, not
Love the
doing.
description of the podcast, by the way, Josh, on
What?
Discord. That was wonderful.
The what?
Yeah, that is funny. That is funny. So, yeah, anyway, there'll
Anyway,
be some updates coming up soon, and we'll see what we can do about getting some new mics and actually finding a spot to actually physically sit down and not do it on Discord. But unfortunately, Josh would only be able to do that once in a while. He's never
I'm all
here.
the way over in Michigan.
So we'll have him on our
good old.
screen, and that'd actually be a nice kind of setup there. I mean, we got an 89-inch TV. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So